There has been an incredibly cool Easter egg discovered here on Terminus where you can get yourself a free Perkaholic every single game. This Easter egg is actually relatively simple, but it can be kind of difficult at times. With that, welcome back to the channel, everybody. If y'all don't know, my name is Ghost. Appreciate everybody that stops by the video today. If you're into zombies content or anything Call of Duty, consider rocking the hell out of that like button for me and subscribing to the channel, guys. We're on the road to 25,000 subscribers, and I cannot thank you guys enough for all the support. It does mean a lot to me. To do this Easter egg, it's actually really simple, and it only requires you to do one thing. You're just going to have to be doing a lot of it. If you guys don't know, there are going to be fish that spawn all over the map of Terminus. We can identify the locations of these fish by two ways. You can see them swimming around in the water, plus they will also make a splash effect on top of the water. In order to get this done and to get this Perkaholic, we're going to have to go around the map and blow up 50 fish. Yep, you heard that right, 50 fish. Now, it's actually not as difficult as it seems. There's several ways that we can blow these guys up, but one of the favorites is going to be the GS-45 pistol, the Mustang and Sally. You can easily just shoot into the water with these things and blow up the fish. You can also use most lethals and the concussion as well. Now, there's going to be four main locations that these fish are going to be spawning at here on Terminus Island. The first one we got is going to be the sea tower. We'll also spawn along the beaches of Crab Island. There's going to be 4 spawns underneath the boat and then 1 at the very end of the boat. Then there's going to be a bunch of spawns inside of the biolab. Right now I'm going to be going through all of the areas with my guy, and I'm going to be pointing at all of the locations with my gun where I know that fish spawn. Now, there could be some other locations that fish end up spawning as well. These are just all of the ones that I know of. When you first go around and check on all of these spawns in the very earlier rounds, the first time around, you're going to be finding a lot of these fish to shoot at. Once you're pretty sure that you've ran out of fish and you've gone around and checked all of the spawns and there's no more fish for you to shoot at, go ahead and turn to the next round and then go back around and check and see if there's any more fish that are spawning in. You're on your second and third time around going around checking all of the spawn locations. You'll notice there is definitely not as many fish for you to shoot at. I would also suggest possibly leaving a zombie at the end of each round and then going around and checking on the fish spawn locations. It's just definitely going to make it a little bit easier on you, not having to worry about all the hordes of zombies. Another thing, you can't be out on the boat searching for these things for too long because the tentacle monster, Patient 13, will come after you. The main one that you have to be incredibly quick with is the ones that are over at the boat. If you're going to Crab Island, you can just hop off the boat while you're at the island and then just check all of the beaches while you're there. All the ones that are going to be found at the sea tower and inside of the biolab can be shot from land, so those ones aren't too difficult. Also heard that there is some spawning locations like inside of the tunnels for the caves, but I haven't seen those yet. Now, every time that I've been able to pull this off so far has been around round 14, round 15. Maybe you guys can get it done sooner than that. This is one that is definitely worth it. If you're doing high rounds or you plan on completing the Easter egg and defeating Patient 13 here on Terminus Island, this is definitely worth doing. Save yourself some of them Perkaholic bubblegums while you're playing Terminus Island here. The hardest part about doing this entire Easter egg was honestly just running from the tentacle monster while you're in the boat, but once you end up doing it a couple times, you end up kind of coming up with your own easy strats for just kind of staying away from him. I think really the easiest ways to keep this guy off of your back is the longest times that you should be spending inside of the little raft is when you're going to check on the locations that are at the boat. Like I said, if you're going to Crab Island, you can just go to the island, hop off the raft, and go check on all of the little island locations that'll keep the monster away from you. Same thing with the sea tower and same thing with the biolab. You really don't need to be in the raft like driving around. That's just going to attract that monster over to you. And if I also didn't mention this before, you can also tell how many fish you shot by how many items that they're going to give you. You shoot the water and you kill the fish and they drop you some items. Well, however many items that they end up dropping you is how many fish that you've shot. Very simple Easter egg. Just shoot 50 fish and you got yourself a free Perkaholic. A big thank you to everybody that checked out the video. If you guys found it all informative or if you enjoyed it, please consider dropping a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if anybody is new. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one.